Bear. Well, maybe you're someone who says you wish you would have accomplished this or done that in your lifetime. Some people limit themselves and say it's too late to achieve their goals and dreams. But is it? Doug Smith. He was a semi-finalist in Valley Heritage Radio's Search for a Star competition, and what is compelling about Doug Smith's story is that it was only a short time ago that Doug Smith picked up a guitar for the first time. Joining me here in the studio live is Doug Smith. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Andy.
So, Doug, when did you first pick up the guitar?
Just a little over 5 years ago for the very first time. Never picked one up before.
Wow. What is it that inspired you? I don't know if I can say your age or not, but we're probably close to the same age.
We're not 60 yet.
Okay.
But we're darn close.
Darn close? Okay, excellent. And Doug, what is it that inspired you to pick up the guitar in your mid-50s?
Well, I was one of the directors over at the Legion, and they were asking about getting a jam started up. And everybody had a guitar, and you know, I just felt that, well, maybe it's time I picked one up, because they're inexpensive to start. Mm-hmm. You know, $100, I bought a $100 guitar and just started learning a couple of chords and joining in with the group.
Wow. And so, did you have a teacher? How did you do this?
All online. And of course, the folks at the jams. I just basically went on YouTube and, you know, searched for learning and learned an E minor, then learned a G, and just, you know, every week learned a new chord, and a lot of practice, mind you.
Right,
right. A lot of practice.
Well, but not only are you a guitar player, but you're also a songwriter. How did that come to be for you?
Well, that was probably many years back, and always had tunes running in my head, but I never did anything with them. And I don't tell anybody, but I wrote poetry for years.
Well, hey, this is the base of music, eh? And do you write from experience, Doug, or what inspires you when you write?
Oh, just nothing from experience. I'm inspired by many other musicians. And actually, Stompin' Tom Connors actually got me interested in this song that I have here for you today. But, you know, being from Scotland, there's a lot of songs written about Scotland, and Stompin' Tom said there should be more musicians out there singing songs about Canada. And I thought, hey, that's a great idea. So when you hear other musicians and their inspirations, you know, they inspire me. And then I've got a lot of artists. I'm very eclectic, you know, because I've got everything from, you know, John Denver and Gordon Lightfoot and Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, I love a lot of folk music too.
Well, and speaking of Stompin' Tom from PEI, we featured Billy McGuinness, the fiddle player from PEI, who played with Stompin' Tom today in our documentary on Brian Hebert. And we're going to continue that theme because you were inspired by Stompin' Tom probably in your song, I Am Canadian, I Am Canuck. And you've got your guitar here. So
I do. I brought it with me, so how about that?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from Arnprior, Mr. Doug Smith playing an original. Here is I Am Canadian, I Am Canuck.
I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck? Tell me if you like to boast of a country built from coast to coast. Roll up the rim, it's on a cup. Timmy's is a place to play, I'm going there almost every day. Are you an atheist? Or do you believe the Lord our God we admire the most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost? I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck? Tell me if you like to boast of a country built from coast to coast. Hockey night in Canada, it's on TV. Montreal 7, Toronto 2. Don Cherry's our coach for you. Are you American? Living in the States. We have friendly neighbors and love to say hi to our friends in the U.S. Hey, I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck? Tell me if you like to boast of a country built from coast to coast. We love our beavers, you'll love them too. Chocolate syrup or any spread, they're not the kind you take to bed. Are you a veteran or a senior too? Our leaders are tired and going to bed. We're sorry for everything else they've said. I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck? Tell me if you like to boast of a country built from coast to coast. We love our 2-4s, going topless too. One of them is a national sport, the other is legal but floats your boat. Are you a Newfie, or say bonjour hi? We make fun of ourselves and some say hate us, those very same things that make us great. I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck? Tell me if you like to boast of a country built from coast to coast. I am Canadian, I am Canuck. This is where I want to be, in a country that is strong and free. Are you Canadian? Are you Canuck?
Mr. Doug Smith from Empire. Jerry Bim, if you're listening, eat your heart out, because Jerry's just learning to play guitar, so there's a little bit of inspiration for you and for all our listeners who have ever said it's too late for them to accomplish what they want to do in their life. Doug Smith, you're living proof that that's not true.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much. I am Canadian, I am Canuck, an original song from Doug Smith. And you heard it first right here on Valley Heritage Radio. And joining us right now is the People's Voice producer, Mr. Devin Black, my friend. How are you?
Hello, I am good, Andy.
Devin, we've got a lot of great stories coming up.
We do. We also have commercials. You want to play those first, and then we'll come back real quick?
Sure, why don't we do that? Now, you're the boss, so